Never ever been to this spot. It's actually crazy. Sorry, that's jingling in my hand as those keys, but it's actually crazy because, like I mentioned this before, I've been fishing around Jervis Bay for the last 5-6 years since I've been living there, and you sort of like, you get to know every inch of it. Same with like St George's Basin. So like I could really tell you every inch of St George's Basin, where the fish are, where they're not, or where I've caught them and where I haven't. And here, this is all fresh. This is all new ground, unexplored territory for me. Now, Fish Smart New South Wales is the app that I'm using to determine areas that I can and can't fish. And it looks like so far, pretty much all this is free to spearfish, which is great. So, it's nice high cliffs here. You can see the jagged rocks after years of erosion. And we're coming up to a high tide, so we're on a rising tide at the moment. The sand is definitely different to Jervis Bay. Got to say that from the start. But we might have some clear water in close toward some of these rocks here. You can see it's pretty nice, eh? Like, it won't be that bad. You can see it's like a green. The vis will be green. Might be a metre or two. I only need a metre past the gun. I should be able to sort of sneak up on a few things, especially if it doesn't get hit that often. And then we'll do a catch and cook. Anyway, I'll go get some gear. Next time you see me, I'll be underwater. Yoo! Had a spare one in the car. Thank God. Bloody GoPros. Anyway, how good's it look? So keen to get out there today. A couple of fish. I don't normally take a lot, as you guys probably know by now. If you're new to the channel, I'm not someone who like freezes a lot of fish. I sort of prefer to catch it fresh, but you know, now with the business and everything, it's a little bit hard for me to get out here as much, so it's going to take an opportunity. If I get one, 4 or 5, maybe 6 fish should be plenty. We'll see how we go. Just before I jump in, guys, I thought I'd do a quick tour of what spearfishing actually looks like from a gear point of view, because it is questions that we do get a bit. So what do you need to go spearfishing? I've got a weight belt, sorry about the belly at the moment, a 2-piece wetsuit on, really important in these winter periods as the tide comes in. So this is what we call a float. I've got a knife on that as well. This here is a shark clip, which then goes to that what we call float line. And that's designed to float in the air, or in the water I should say, float in the air, it's not going to fly. So yeah, float line to a float, that connects to your gun, so your spear gun. And basically you're just swimming around with the spear gun, and as you have that obviously and you're pulling it around, that's going to tow your float with you as well, what it takes to get out here. Let's go get some stuff. So what I thought would be not bad viz after I jumped in, here it's about 2 to 3 meters. I went out a little bit wider and yeah, had no luck out there. Could only probably see about 1 meter in front of the gun at the most, and didn't shoot any video because it was just too bad. So I've come back into the shallows here, and I'm just targeting these fish in about 1 to 1.5 meters of water, trying to ambush around these rocks. Sometimes when the visibility is pretty ordinary, the fish get pretty flighty and it can get hard to target these fish. As you can see though, it's pretty fishy, obviously for a winter's day in Bateman's Bay, and I think this is an area probably that doesn't get targeted a whole lot, being probably having some other better options around. But yeah, I've just managed to come over this little hill here, sat on the bottom for a bit in that seagrass, and managed to shoot a nice luderick. Obviously a little bit rusty there with the shot placement, but first fish in a bag, happy days. So after bagging my second luderick in shallow water, I sort of came up to this ridge here and saw this nice looking bream sort of swimming through, just relaxed and chilled. So waited for the opportunity, and yeah, got my third fish for the day. This little baby trevally swimming around me, and it sort of stayed with me most of the dive. I couldn't believe how chilled and relaxed these luderick were swimming around me, especially in this little rocky shallow part here on this shelf. And it's one of those things, like some days you go out and they're super flighty, and then today they're just sort of swimming around really chilled. So this luderick was swimming in a school of four large fish, and I'm a bit hesitant taking larger luderick. I find the smaller ones to be a little bit more tasty, but yeah, when we're sort of trying to get food for the rest of the week, I thought it's an opportunity too good to miss, and this one ended up going close to the 50 centimetre mark. Alright, just got a couple of nice luderick and a bream. Beautiful wives come to join me, and we're going to do a bit of a catch and cook. So got the filleting table here, and this is the one that we decided we'll do. So yeah, not a bad little backdrop either. Anyway, let's get into this. You guys should probably missed a bit of that, but, well, actually all that, I don't think I hit record. I've just made a basic dough, and I've sort of kneaded it, used a heap of flour. Cool. So this is a fish, just going to dump it on there, add some extra flour, throw a bit of that on. Down. Alright guys, it's been a while since I've used this pan. flip these over. The trick is to turn them over when you're got them warm still. Avocado. There guys, as while that avocado's there, just going to lightly salt the avocado, brings out the flavour. Going to pull out the flakes and just put that on top of our flatbread. Beautiful. Tastes awesome. Then we've just got our sweet chili sauce. I'm just going to put that on top as well. A little bit more salt. I know, beautiful wife's going to test it.
Oh no.
She's spilling it. Out of 10.
10.
You mean you or you mean the taco?
Very yummy.
Homemade taco. Anyway guys, that's it for another episode of Water Assassin Fishing. Thanks for coming along on today's journey. Beautiful wife hasn't been with me for a while on a fishing trip, so it's good to have you here too. Just comes for the food. Anyway guys, I'm going to see you on the next adventure.